Hey everybody, have you ever had a time in your life, maybe an experience or an event, maybe it's a new place or a new job, something that you were excited for, like keeps you awake at night, over the moon, excited? This was me in the summer of 2019. Now imagine whatever that experience was, for whatever reason, just did not live up to your expectations. And now I'm talking about heart-wrenching disappointment. This unfortunately was many of us that summer. I had the opportunity to conduct coral reef surveys in Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument, which is a 1,900-kilometer remote, uninhabited, nearly pristine strip of the Pacific Ocean located northwest of the main Hawaiian Islands, considered sacred to Hawaiian people. As a young marine biologist, this was epic. Access to this remote location, diving on expansive, diverse coral reefs, and swimming alongside schools of sharks, seals, and turtles, all for science. And so in July, we packed up dive gear and sampling equipment and disembarked Oahu. About a week into the trip, we reached Pearl and Hermes Atoll, known for its vibrant and flourishing reefs and megafauna. But what we found instead was a reef decimated by red algal mats. Little biodiversity, nearly nothing but dead, brittle coral skeleton and red algal mats in every direction. A cruise that was supposed to be spent categorizing the diverse native flora and fauna of this region quickly morphed into an algal gloom and doom cruise. But as scientists do, we took this in stride, shifted our plans, and set out to understand as much as we could about this alga, an alga that we couldn't even identify. We surveyed sites, mapped abundance, and collected samples every day for 3 weeks until it was time to come home. When we returned to Oahu, it was an all-hands-on-deck mission to identify what we had found. We fairly quickly learned that it was an undescribed species, and so after a couple more months of molecular analyses, we gave it a name. Chondria tumulosa, sometimes less than affectionately referred to as the killer alga, depending on who you're talking to. This short month of fieldwork, although devastating, has since brought together labs and experts from across the nation to help protect this sacred strip of the Pacific. Unfortunately, invasion-like events are more common now than ever before due to anthropogenic climate change and increased globalization. Therefore, it's essential that we shed light on the mechanisms that enable these invasions, and Chondria tumulosa has given us a premier platform to do so. My population genetics research will help elucidate the reproductive strategy of this alga through combined microscopy and molecular work to attempt to understand this alga's ability to acclimate and adapt, which will guide resource managers on how best to mitigate its destructive effects. Ultimately, my research will help restore this once pristine atoll back to a state of biodiversity, beauty, and balance that hopefully inspires all of us and gets young scientists up at night, over the moon excited and filled with hope again. Thank you.